Hi everyone, welcome to the IT Voice Tech News channel. Today we have the privilege of having Mr. Dhananjay Yadav, CEO of NeoSapien. So NeoSapien is a very interesting gadget. It's an AI wearable. NeoSapien has quickly emerged as one of the India's most talked about AI startups. So Dhananjay, what
Hmm.
inspired you to build NeoSapien and what problem were you trying to solve when you started this journey?
So one of the biggest thing which inspired me is AI era is very similar to internet era. So in internet era, the largest company which came out were hardware companies, right? Which were Apple and Microsoft of the world, which essentially led rise to desktop and laptops. And this is how humans and machine interacted at during the internet era. Then at 4G, when we came to 4G and 5G, we saw the rise of smartphones. What essentially happened was one was convenience increase, which actually increased human and machine interaction even more. So now things started getting more customized to your needs, your requirements. But none of them are intuitive enough because we as humans are voice first. And imagine a device which is voice first, which sits just like your assistant with you. It will be able to understand better about your daily life, what you are speaking to your doctor, to your family, to your friends, to your office colleagues. And accordingly, it will help you in taking decisions on your behalf and also remembering all those conversations. So this is something which led us to build because we believe that AI to be truly powerful, it needs to have deep context of you.
And yeah, I mean, I get the new one, the purpose behind it. And since it's a part of our daily routine, we do not have to train it. It just listens to all our conversations and it listens to the raw and real part of it. Neo one is often described as a second brain that captures conversation and, as you said, turns them into actionable insights. So, how do you explain Neo Sapiens' vision to someone experiencing the AI variable for the first time itself?
So in fact, one of the biggest thing which we have seen, right, our majority of the products are built for 5% of the tech audience. These are products like Claude, Chat GPT, Gemini, all these, even I like it, right? But if it requires prompt engineering, putting deep context, right, your daily scenario, which for people like your parents, my parents, 95% of the individuals, right, that becomes very, very intimidating, right? So for lots of 95% of these users, we became the primary interface to interact with AI. And that's how they started using it, and they started finding it magical, right? Because it already has your deep context through all your conversations.
Dhananjay, as a pioneer in the AI variable industry, many experts believe that AI variables could become the next major computing platform after smartphones. We have seen the rings, glasses. So, do you see that AI pendants like yours, AI glasses, meta glasses, AI rings, and other ambient devices would eventually be replacing smartphones altogether for certain tasks?
I think majority 70% of your tasks are laborious, which is sending messages, sending emails, booking food from Swiggy, Zomato, booking your Uber. All those tasks will be taken care by your wearables, and those 70% of the task will move to your AI wearables. The only thing which will remain in a smartphone is going to be social media task, which requires more visual stuff. And that's how, if you see, the new cell phones are focusing more and more towards camera and social media overall. This is the same progress evolution which we have seen in laptops also. So laptops essentially are now being used for only official work, and same will be with cell phones for majority of the social work. Everything else will move to AI wearables.
Dhananjay, when we talk about AI, one thing that goes hand in hand is privacy and trust. Since Neo One continuously captures conversations and context, privacy is naturally a major concern for all the users. So, how has Neo Sapien addressed data security, user consent, and trust while building the platform?
So basically, one of the things which we have focused on, we have got something known as Trust Light in our device, which you have also seen, right? Which essentially shows that it's listening, so people are aware about it. Second thing is, it's encrypted. Your data is encrypted and stored in secure cloud. And yeah, basically even our partners are SOC 2 compliant. So this is how we are taking privacy very seriously, and one of the first things which we wanted to focus is we wanted to be privacy first wearable. Is something which we wanted to focus. Hence, for us, privacy is the most important thing, and that's why AI wearables will actually become more prominent because they are private. Right? Today, if I have a cell phone beside me, if I say football, within 10 seconds you will see an Instagram ad around football, right? Because your cell phones are always listening, right? For the first time now, what will start happening is wearables as a category will make sure that your data is not being shared across different platforms, which unfortunately or fortunately was the biggest, basically was in the DNA of your big tech, right? Because they always relied on user data. And that's where you will see now wearable as a category making sure that your data remains to you is going to be one of the biggest turning points in devices as an industry.
Great, well said, Dhananjay. NeoSapien has attracted a great significant attention to Shark Tank and recently have raised funds from notable investors. So how has this journey influenced the growth plans for NeoSapien and the upcoming product roadmap?
So basically for any hardware, right, you need to raise money because to build hardware, it requires lots of R&D and initial investment. And that's where I believe that since we were able to raise, and raising for a hardware company is extremely difficult in India because people don't have expertise. And this is the same with VCs, right? Because majority of the hardware product were either copied or white labeled in India. Hence for us, when we raised money, it enabled us to unlock multiple things. One is to focus more on R&D, build cutting edge technology, so much so that now we have got a patent granted also. Right, building everything right from how your hardware connects to your software, building a pipeline which is the most stable. This is enabled us. Plus, for the first time, we had some amount to spend on marketing. So now you would also be seeing Neo everywhere. And as we speak, we have launched in US also. India's first AI wearable launched in US market felt such a good moment.
Rightly said, AI innovation itself is often dominated by the Silicon Valley and China. As you mentioned, what unique advantages let's put India on the map in building globally competitive AI products? And as you said, it is now India's first AI revolution that is sold in US. So can you list down some advantage of building in India now?
Some of the advantages, I think if you are hell-bent on building something, you can build it out from anywhere. I was very hell-bent of building out from India because I believe that there is a massive market for wearable as a category because we have not truly seen original aspirational products out of India. And India is the biggest consumer base overall. So that's why for me, it was a no-brainer to start from India and then cater to the world.
Makes sense, Dhananjay. So, can you share any insights into what comes next from NeoSapien? Having said that, now you have invested heavily into R&D. What advancements can user expect from future generation of the AI variables of NeoSapien?
So, lots of things. So, you are going to see our desktop app coming soon. Every conversation while we are having like this, also apart from Neo understanding it, now our desktop app will also be able to understand. We are going to launch very specific, very targeted AI features. So for example, there is going to be something like a pre-read. So for example, if I have already had a conversation with you, you will all get pre-read on the basis of our previous conversation. And and not only that, we are working on further other cool projects, but those I want to keep under wraps because as soon as we enter, there is lots of virality around it. So I want to keep it there.
Talking about AI, so as an AI founder, we always ask this to every AI founder that we talk to. We always say that we are still at the beginning of the AI generation. Let's say if we were having this conversation 10 years from now, what do you think human interaction with AI would look like? And what role would NeoSapien be playing in shaping that future?
I think by that point of time, NeoSapien will be the biggest company because essentially we would have changed how humans work with machines. And once you have replaced cell phone, then there is the complete flywheel. which is similar to what Apple and Microsofts of the world have seen, right? So in future, basically 10 years down the line, you will see, first is you are going to see everyone wearing Neo because it's going to be critical, just like your cell phones. Second is you are going to be seeing Neo at the most amazing experience center. So right from say for example Colaba to basically Marine Lines to basically in Spain in Barcelona, in Casa Batlló, all those kind of places where earlier Cartier used to be there. Our aspiration is every place where the larger brands which existed, right? We need to be there. That tomorrow we are able to build such a timeless brand that it's an experience to a gateway of AI, and hence accordingly you see that N right in our NeoSapien device, which essentially means gateway to AI experiences, and that is what people are going to continue feeling with Neo.
I think you have answered my next question already. My next question was going to be, if you had to describe NeoSapien in one sentence to someone who has never used AI before, what would you say? So I think you would have said gateway to AI.
Yeah, it's a gateway to AI, and I want people to experience it because people who have experienced it have found it magical, and that has helped us to grow almost quarter on quarter, like 300% we are growing. And now the aspiration is, so this time I had gone for an award which was by Grafana in Barcelona. One of the things which I realized was, which always amazed me, how Cartier does really great showroom, and so does Apple, right? They are amazing showrooms, and similarly we are also as NeoSapien need to be there, right there.
Understandable. Talking to you, there's a sense of positivity, there's a sense of optimism that I feel, and I am energized by that too. What Apple and Cartier sell, they're not in the industry of selling products, they're in the industry of selling you experiences.
Correct.
You're a proud wearer of Apple, proud user of Apple, so that I understand what you're saying. It was great talking to you.
Royal Enfield versus Harley Davidson, right? How they have made sure that they are able to, and for a company like Royal Enfield, right, actually fighting with Harley Davidson with so much of legacy, it also gave rise to something which people used to think that it requires ages and ages of time to build an iconic brand. I think no, it's about how you make your brand be aspired by people. When I say how people aspire your brand, it's how they're experiencing your brand. How does it make it feel? Today, Royal Enfield is everywhere where Harley Davidson is.
Your brand is what you perceive it to be and what you show it to the world.
Correct.
Great talking to you, Dhananjay. Loved the interaction, loved the insights. It's great. We wish you luck for the future. My last question to you would be that we're not talking about just one AI variable from Neo. We are talking about an AI ecosystem, right?
Correct.
We are hearing Neo OS. What is the long term behind that, and how do you see the developers and partners contributing to that ecosystem?
Everything around you should be powered by Neo. So for example, right from your AC, when you tell, hey, can you switch it on? It needs to automatically understand what kind of temperature you like, to going to your fridge. It needs to directly tell you what you are supposed to order. So for example, if you are into fitness, it needs to tell you that, hey, for example, your yogurt is finished right now, you need to order it. XYZ is finished, please order it, right? It needs to understand on the basis of your context what is required in your day-to-day life. And that's how I see. So those kind of conversations we have already started, that everything around you should be powered by Neo. It should make it so personal that it should be like Jarvis, right? At the end of the day, when Iron Man enters, right, Jarvis knows everything which Iron Man requires, and that is how it should be.
I think NeoSapien is positioned as the second brain out of Jarvis, and it is the part of India's emerging AI innovation story. Yeah. And we wish you luck, Dhananjay. We hope to be a part of it. We hope to endure and experience it with you. And we're looking forward to collaborating you in many fronts.
Thanks. A pleasure speaking with you, Vignesh.